Today we're going to Sintra. We're leaving Serda, going to Sintra, and this is the geographical midpoint
center
of Portugal.
Yes.
And you have a landmark over there. And you were saying?
I'm saying that this is the geographical center of Portugal, where we stand right now, the center of the country.
Actually,
so
it's
awesome.
over there where the landmark
it's over
is.
there. Okay,
yeah.
we're going to go over there. It's
Yeah.
close enough. So, and the views are just spectacular. There's so many hills, and the sunlight dapples it, and we're going to get even better views up here. So that's the actual dead center, the obelisk.
As I was saying, so today we left Serda, and we are headed to Sintra to see some historical monuments and all sorts of things. We're making our way to Lisbon. So we started off, as you know, in Porto, which is up in the north. I'm making our way down south to Lisbon and eventually into Spain. So we took a little detour on our way to Sintra to come and see the geographical point of Portugal, which is located here where we are, and this is the monument that marks that point. So along the way we're going to be seeing a lot of sights like this, especially the scenic landscapes like you see in the distance there. Very beautiful country. So as we move along the middle of the country, there'll be less and less structures, there'll be less villages. It's more like landscapes and hills and mountains and canyons and rivers. Those are the best kind of sceneries for me. They are very relaxing to look at, and very, I don't know, it invokes something in you that's primal. You just feel that feeling of wow, like you've been here before, or something, you know, that feeling when you get that feeling you get when you're near a mountain or a big ocean or something grand. It's a feeling everybody recognizes, I think, and I wish we all had more of that in our lives, because it renews us and sort of like reminds us of where we came from. But anyway, enough of that. But this is the geographical center of Portugal. So here we go. So Francisco, there's a date. There's a date on that, 1802. What's the significance of that date?
This is the date when this was determined, or
okay, I see.
They put the mark here.
Okay, I see. They're pretty accurately measured, you know, with a few things here and there, but
sure,
whatever they were doing, they had it right. As I was saying, you know, some poor guy had to walk the entire country to determine where the center was back in 18 whatever. I feel sorry for that person who had to walk these hills, and I don't know what mode of transportation they had back then. Horses, on foot, going around all over the place, and then say, okay, this is the center right here. They didn't even have an iPhone to tell them where they were. See that?
Yeah, they managed anyway.
This was an amazing parking job. Check this out. This is how much space he's got in the front. And this is how much space he's got in the back. I don't know how he did it, but you can hardly fit a dollar bill through there. All right, Let's go and tour this thing.
Careful, Oscar. Things are really coming around the corner fast.
Yeah.
See you.
Some vendors doing, selling whatever they want to sell. Different things, like from photographs to handmade things and.
It's fun. It's fun to speak.
Yeah. It's my stuff.
He's taking it home.
So this is down in here is like a big park, or
Sorry?
down in here is like a big park, or
No, not. It's a parking, but it's also a museum, parking for cars. And there's a museum of sculpture.
oh, okay.
You get down there, it's the museum, and then you have a space for parking cars. The park is over there. It's over on this side.
Oh, and
That's a
okay.
park. Last
Okay,
word
so-
over there.
So we're in a little pastry shop in Sintra. It used to be a bakery, but now it's a pastry shop, and it's famous for some of the these pastries right here. He's going to show you. This is called
Queijada.
queijada, which is special to Sintra, and this is called,
Travesseiro.
which is also special to Sintra.
So this
This shop, oh, that's special to this. Also known as a pillow, and the place is very pretty. They have beautiful tiles, which I'm sure the cameraman is going to show you now. Beautiful tiles around. And Sintra is lovely. It's home to many palaces and castles, and very beautiful city. We're enamored of it, but too many tourists is the only problem. But other than that, so we're gonna visit Sintra today.
And
We're
you are
excited.
one of them.
Well, yeah, but that's different because I'm me.
Selfish tourist. And these are the
Oh, these are our espressos. You know, the local coffee, the Portuguese coffee. When you order coffee and you're American, they say, "Do you want our coffee or you want your coffee?" We usually say, "We want your coffee," right? There we go. So,
It's
wanna
a-
try one?
sure.
You want to try? Go ahead.
It's the liquor.
It's a liquor, yeah.
That's good.
It's a liquor, like 20% alcohol. Not a lot, and it's a small shot. So
I'm here for you.
no, I won't. Ginginha, sim. Dark chocolate or white? The dark is best.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is dark, but-
Unless you just don't like dark chocolate.
I have the white one.
Oh, you want the white?
Yeah.
Okay.
She get the dark. Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, you're like a unicorn, truly. The pastel de nata, the cream from that, right?
And then what do? We just take it and drink it?
Drink it and then eat the chocolate.
That was good. Ginginha?
Ginginha.
Ginginha?
Yeah.
I like it. Alright, so I've had a local pastry so far, a local liquor
We've had.
with chocolate. I'm sorry, we,
The real we.
we,
The
all
we
of
that
us
involves his
have had
significant
local
others.
pastries.
And a little local cherry liqueur that they
And the
serve
little-
in chocolate cups that are very
Right. So I'm becoming local more and more. Every hour, by the hour. Before you know it, I'll be speaking Portuguese fluently.
Indeed.
You gotta start speaking Portuguese.
That's right.
So I can stop speaking English.
Yeah, I guess that.
Is this the queen? Who's that?
It's just a representation of
Oh, something.
not necessarily, but
Here,
it's
take
a
her hand.
tile. It's a tile
take her
panel,
Take her hand.
like
Go on
many
the
other-
side.
on the
Take
other
her
side.
hand.
like
And I will
many
take
other
the
tile
other.
panels that are made in Portugal. Typical.
You also have very beautiful pottery here.
We do ceramics. Yes, yes.
Lovely ceramics.
That's the post office?
Supporting the
That
but
is the post office. Exactly.
I only know that because that thing says Correo.
Yeah, sure. These two shops here, they are the same owner, the next two doors. They have a lot of nice little things in linens and, you know, souvenir soaps, sweatshirts and things. So if you want to take a look, go ahead.
The Palácio Nacional de Sintra is a historical castle located in the town of Sintra. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Portugal. The palace was originally built in the 14th century as a royal residence for the Portuguese monarchy and has since undergone several renovations and expansions. The palace architecture style is a mix of Gothic, Manueline, and Moorish influences. One of the most iconic features of the Palácio Nacional de Sintra is its set of distinct chimneys which can be seen from various points around the town. The chimneys are shaped like inverted cones that taper as they reach skywards with crowns on top. It is said that the design was inspired by the Moorish architecture of southern Portugal, although there are also theories that the chimneys may have been designed to improve ventilation or provide a visual display of wealth and power of the monarchy. Regardless of their origins, the chimneys of the Palácio Nacional de Sintra have become one of the most recognizable and beloved symbols of the town and are an essential part of any visit to the palace.
This was back in the 8th, 9th century, 10th century also. Then when we conquered the city, a few centuries after, especially in the 14th century, two of our kings decided to make this a palace. So one started working on the backside and did the first little palace over there, which we don't see from here, is the backside of the palace. Then another one in the end of the 14th century, King John I built the facade that we see now of the palace. So this was a royal residence for a couple of centuries. Not all kings lived here, but few lived here throughout the centuries. And then King Manuel in the 16th century built the new wing over there, the last windows that you see, which are very different from the rest of the windows. So that defines the style of the architecture in the 16th century. There was a lot of monuments in Portugal are built under that architecture, the Manueline architecture, which is basically a very late Gothic adaptation to our history and to our architecture.
That's a 110.